What's up, everybody? This is Carmine Davis, and you are watching and listening to the Carmine Davis Show. What's tea? How's everybody doing? How's your week been? All right, get in here, girl. I don't got all day. Let's run down these hot topics. I had a great week. You ain't come here for all that. You came here for the show, right? Before we get into the show, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I'm gonna do it for my health. Subscribe, like, thumbs up this video. And make sure you follow us on all our socials. Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis Show, TikTok.com/@CarmineDavis, Facebook.com/CarmineDavis, X.com/CarmineDavis. Let's get into this show. Okay. From LoveyScott.com, JoJo. Black men cannot stand this woman, okay? A lot of black men can't. From LoveyScott.com, JoJo Brown's Unhinged rant aimed at VP Kamala Harris goes viral. Judge Joe Brown has been a vocal opponent of Vice President Kamala Harris's run for the nation's highest office, with one unhinged rant of his, calling her several disparaging names, recently going viral. In the video, Brown begins by saying, "I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings, but we got a witch running for president." That woman is the world's kind of sleaze you can ever think of. He goes on to claim that his years of legal experience allow him to identify questionable behaviors. Started stating, "I know a hoe when I see one, and when I see a hoe, I know she's got a pimp, and I want to find out who the pimps are that we're getting tricked by for their benefits." Woo! Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, Brown also ridicules Harris over a recent teleprompter malfunction during her speech in Flint, Michigan, mocking her for the blunder. He further accuses Harris of misrepresenting her ethnicity, recalling an alleged encounter with her father, where he claims Harris's father told Brown's wife, "We don't have any black in our family." We aren't going to post the video here, but that foolishness is not hard to find. Remember to vote November 5th. Okay, so they're telling me I can't post the video, but I'm going to post it. Let's see if we can find it. All right, so we're going to place it here.
Kamala Harris, how you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. She's always tried to do the casting couch to get where she wants. Now, the problem is that'll get somebody to a certain level quickly, but you can't get past that level if you don't have competence and talent. So my thing about it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's an old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? One of her sycophant slaves comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm Julius Caesar." He said, "No, ho, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up." Or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say? Yeah.
This is why I like her, right? I love a bitch that causes a ripple, bitch. I love a bitch that causes discussion just by showing up, right? So, one, now they're calling her a hoe. At first, it was because she was prosecuting niggas, she didn't like black men. Now she ain't black. All these things, right? But be for real. Judge Joe Brown has said crazy things about every black woman that came across his TV, You know, I don't know if Judge Joe Brown saying anything kind about a popular woman ever. To call her a hoe and want to know who her pimp is says a lot about how you view women, whether you know it or not. Judge Joe Brown don't look good. But I'm not going to talk about it until I find out what's going on. Like, Judge Joe Brown don't look good. But you know, I know she's a hoe in a separate sense. I'm going to tell you a quick story about why I relate to Kamala, right? Kamala reminds me of me, right? Like, I had my party girl days. I went through my phase of when I used to be out in the scene. And then I got to when I got in my bag. And those two things don't equate to the fact that the bitch sitting here today is not a bad bitch and capable and able and willing to do a good job. Because you sat across the table with me and took some shots with me on Saturday, don't mean I won't prosecute your ass on Tuesday. And it never gave weak bitch. It always gave fun when it's time to have fun. And try me if you want to. I have a Glock. Type shit. Like, that's what Kamala gave. And I think it is upsetting people. The fact that she is attractive. The fact that she is... And then when it comes to her race... Come on, bitch. We got bitches right now watching this day. Right now. Like, 10 years ago, I'm not black, I'm Indian type bitches. Like, that was the common thing to say. Like, remember to go vote November the 5th. Cut all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, cut the bullshit. Quit hating. Like, leave a comment below. If y'all have some sound reason to not vote for Kamala, then give one. Don't go and stoop low and call this bitch a... I mean, bitch as a term of endearment. Like, I feel like Kamala is the type of girl who back in the day, I would be like, bitch, like, and she would know what was up. But when it comes to Tuesday came around and she was in the courtroom, and if I was there for some bullshit, she was going to send my ass packing. And that's a bitch on her business. And people hate that. Why is it a problem for women to be serious about their business? Judge Joe Brown and all the judges, I know they was at barbecues taking shots, blowing one in the air and shit like that on Sunday and having fun and the courtroom Monday and expected everybody to take them seriously. They don't have to. We don't always have to, heterosexual men especially, don't always have to show a stark difference between the two. Me being gay, I relate to her as a black woman. I think black women and black gay men are similar in certain things where we always have to fight to prove our worthiness, or that we're serious. Because we have our banter or our way we act or behave and maneuver one way that we can't wear, I call it my political wig, in another way. Like, I'm a party girl, but don't get it twisted, bitch. Like, don't come to my job, come and talk to me about my work and see if you don't get a different type of bitch. And that's respect, because you motherfuckers don't know how to differentiate or didn't even have to think of it. Like, that don't have anything to do with us. Leave a comment below. We're going to move on to the next hot topic. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I'm doing for my health. Make sure you guys follow us on all of our socials. Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, TikTok.com/CarmineDavis, Facebook.com/CarmineDavis, Twitter.com/ or X.com/CarmineDavis. And make sure you guys give a thumbs up to this video, 5 stars on this audio. And let's go back to the hot topic. I love whole shit. Okay, so according to LoveBscott.com report, Angelina Jolie moves on from Brad Pitt after years of celibacy by shacking up with British rapper Akala for 2-day hotel Sexfest. Yes, bitch. Like, Angelina Jolie's rumored romance with British rapper Akala is reportedly heating up. RadarOnline.com can reveal that the actress, 49, has ramped up the seriousness of her relationship with Akala, who was 9 years her junior, while in the midst of her divorce battles with ex-husband Brad Pitt, 60. And last week, she snuck him into her hotel during a trip to London, and the pair spent 2 intimate nights together following the premiere of her new movie, Maria. A source told RadarOnline.com, Angelina was renowned for being wild and absolutely obsessed with sex, but all that went out of the window with her divorce pressures and legal fights with Brad, not to mention raising her 6 kids. Now she's finally getting back to her old ways. She's getting really hot and heavy with Akala. Jolie and Akala have previously been pictured together in Venice, and the hip-hop star has already met her children. Akala was also seen hugging Jolie's son's Pat's 20 at the U.S. premiere of Maria in New York last month. But it appears spending time alone together in London has since seen the romance heat up. A source told The Sun, Angelina and Akala have been secretly spending nights together at her London hotel, the Corinthia. At her London hotel, Angelina arrived at the hotel. Wait, does she own a hotel, bitch? Hold on. Okay, so she doesn't own it. But the fact that we have to Google who owns that hotel, like, that's a bad bitch. Okay. Angelina arrived at the hotel via the loading bay at around 8 p.m. on Wednesday before being joined by Akala at around 10 p.m. The pair spent Wednesday and Thursday night together inside the hotel and did not leave. I know that's right. Akala was sneaked out of the hotel via one of Angelina's cars on Friday, a couple of hours before the BFI film premiere of her new movie. They are using separate cars and secret interests to keep their relationship under wraps, but it's the real deal. The Oscar winner has been romantically linked with Akala since May, when the latter attended the Calabash Literary Festival in Jamaica alongside Jolie and her daughters, Zahara, 19, and Shiloh, 18. An eyewitness shared at the time, Akala was very protective of them as he shepherded them around. I know that's right. They enjoyed dinner together in Milan 6 months after the bond over their passion for social and humanitarian cause. Fuck yes, Angelina Jolie. Like, absolutely, bitch. Absolutely. I'm here for it. Cheers for Angelina Jolie. Listen. If you are a bad bitch and if you're going through a bad time right now, I want you to tune in. Know that this is a story that you can come out on the other side. Real bad bitches don't die. We get fly, okay? You might have gone from, this is a bitch that had Brad Pitt and divorced him. There was abuse allegedly. She had kids. Her kids are grown. And she's still working. Bitch, I had to Google if she owned that hotel. That's a bad bitch. And she's a humanitarian. She's dealt with social scrutiny, all kind of things. And now she's back in her bag with a younger man who putting a swing in her hip. She's still working. She's back outside. Like, and that's how you're going to be, bitch. And this is how she should be, bitch. Like, I don't want to hear it. I love to hear about a bad bitch, like, down and out. Like, why? Why? This is amazing. A bad bitch is going to flourish no matter what happens to them. And if you are going through right now, or if you are in a place of celebration and you feel like people are shaming you for whatever reason, bitch, come on, we not listening to that bullshit no more in 2024 and beyond. Bitch, if it makes you feel good, do it. If that nigga is younger than you, get your ass a bib, bitch, and some Pampers, and as long as that nigga play his role, bitch, and he fuck good, and he take care of them kids, and he ready to treat you like a bad bitch. Oh, baby, you got a little spittle on your face, bitch. You know, let me wipe that up for you, baby. Girl, let's go. Like, fuck all that. If he older than you, and he treats you with respect, he's paying all these things, he paying for where he laying, he makes you feel good, and we not apologizing for feeling good anymore. Them days are dead. My hat's off to Angelina Jolie and the bad bitches that are listening to this and watching this. Bitch, we not apologizing for feeling good no more. That's done. That's a dub. Leave a comment below. You got something to say to Angelina, what you think about it. Like, I really just want a bunch of applause. If you're listening to this, add some claps into the comments from Miss Angelina. I don't want to hear no hate, because what is there to hate on? We're going to move on to the next topic. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. 5 stars on audio, thumbs up on visual. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis Show, TikTok.com/@CarmineDavis, Facebook.com/CarmineDavis, TikTok.com/CarmineDavis. And we're going to the next hot topic from LoveBscott.com. SZA says Katt Williams told her she was mentally ill as a compliment on their film. Said he wasn't playing with you, girl. We know, like I said, like SZA's touched. But we love her. Okay, SZA got invaluable FaceTime with Katt Williams on the set of her debut film. During an interview with Kendrick Lamar for Harper's Bazaar, SZA recalls an interaction on the set with the comedian. We shot a movie last night. I've never shot a movie before, so I was freaking out. She continued, it's a lot of being scared to be myself. I'm either going to pretend it never happened or not show up to the premiere. I met Katt Williams on set. He told me I was mentally ill, like as a compliment. And he was like, Sa, I believe you might have some mental. And I was like, illness? And he's like, yeah. And he said, oh, welcome. I'm sorry. Elsewhere in the interview, K-Dot opened up about his infamous diss track, Not Like Us. SZA asks, can I ask you a hypermasculine question? You can also tell me to shut the fuck up, but what does Not Like Us mean to you? K-Dot laughs in a response, Not Like Us? Not Like Us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent. Now, if you identify with the man that I represent, SZA asked him to break the man down for me. He continued, the man has morals, he has values, he believes in something, he stands on something, he's not pandering, he's a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes and can dig down into fear-based ideologies and experiences to be able to express them without feeling like he's less of a man. If I'm thinking of Not Like Us, I'm thinking of me and whoever identifies with that. I know that's right. Y'all serving this week. Look, and that's what it gave, Kendrick. It definitely gave that. So, yes. And then SZA is crazy, but we love her. She is a little touched, but it's okay. We love touched, we don't like you touching on girls, but we love touched. And when I say touched, I don't know if a lot of people watch, like there are people everywhere who watch this show, like Gentle Brad. Touched is meaning like special, different, someone who I'm touched. Clearly, I'm sitting here for 20, 30 minutes a day talking to a camera and talking on a mic to no one in this room, which I want to change that. A great time to bring it up. I want to bring the podcast to a live audience. I want to do like 8 shows in 2025. So that has nothing to do with anything, but I want to come to y'all. So leave a comment below if you would love to see the live show. I don't know where to go. So fill me up. Let me know what y'all want to do. But yeah, like she's kind of touched. I know SZA lies a lot. She creates her own stories and all those things, but it's why her songwriting is so good. Like, we know nothing about this girl. And but we're so in love with her, and she made us fall in love with her. Like, one minute she is showing her coochie, and she never showed her coochie, but then the next minute she's covered from head to toe in bandages, like she don't want people to see herself. But she's so aware that she's not aware that it's relatable. So shout out to SZA. Shout out to K-Dot for breaking it down, because Not Like Us is like it gave. And shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for listening. That's the show. Make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I don't do it for my health. 5 stars if you're listening, and thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis Show, TikTok.com/@CarmineDavis, Facebook.com/CarmineDavis, X.com/CarmineDavis. I love you guys. Bye. Make sure you guys stream my new single, I Know What Boys Like, everywhere at CarmineDavis.com/music. And that's the show.